Hello there. Nuclear, coal, geothermal, solar. Look at them. Aren't they magnificent? All these giant, super complex megastructures, the brainchild of insane human engineering. All competing to power our world, keeping our AC on, our phone charged, and especially my PC running, just so I can make this video. But what if I told you it's a lie? Well, okay, not a lie, but a massive, massive overcomplication of how they actually work. What if I told you that deep down, the real goal of almost every single one is just to make something spin? So, the basic principle of a generator is to convert one type of energy into another. Specifically, they take mechanical energy and turn it into electrical energy. Mechanical energy is the energy of movement. A thing that is moving has kinetic energy. It has the power to do work, to push things, to move things. Our job is to harness that movement. But to turn it into electricity, we first need to ask, what even is electricity? Okay, super simple version. Everything is made of atoms. Atoms have a core and tiny little things called electrons buzzing around them. Think of a wire like a street, and the electrons are the people on that street. Normally, they're all just milling about, going nowhere. Electricity is what happens when we yell, "There's a bomb strapped to my chest!" and make all those electrons run in the same direction. A coordinated flow of electrons is an electric current. So if electricity is just moving electrons, how do we get them to move on command? By spinning a magnet. The law of electromagnetic induction means that a changing magnetic field, like one from a spinning magnet, pushes electrons in a wire. It is the universal signal for electrons. And that's how spinning a thing generates electricity. So, the billion-dollar question is, what's the best way to make something spin really fast all day long? To do this on a massive planetary scale, humanity turned to the most powerful forces we know.
Water, air, fire.
Ah, yes, the big three movers. They are the primary ways we create the mechanical energy, the spin, to power our world. And the list of technologies that use these forces, the official members of the Spinny Things Club, is huge. You've got coal, natural gas, and biomass plants, which are all just fire and steam. You've got nuclear and geothermal, which are also just fire and steam, but with extra steps. You've got hydroelectric and tidal generators using water. You've got wind turbines using air.
Oh my God.
Even the gasoline generator in your garage or a diesel engine uses tiny controlled explosions, fire, to push pistons and spin a crankshaft. They're all in the club. All of them, in their own unique way, are designed to do one thing: spin a turbine to generate electricity. Let's look at the biggest category, fire and steam. This guy? It burns tons of black rocks to create immense heat. This one, it uses super special, kinda spicy, radioactive rocks that get incredibly hot. And this one drills a hole into the Earth's fiery gut to get natural heat. And what do they all do with that heat? They boil water. They all use heat to turn water into high-pressure steam. And that steam blasts a turbine, spinning it at insane speeds. Now for the other two, they're a bit more direct. Hydroelectric dams use the immense power of water. They build a giant wall, let water pile up, and then channel it through a narrow opening to blast a turbine. They skip the steam part entirely. Wind turbines? They use air. They are basically giant high-tech pinwheels that let the wind do all the pushing for them. Again, no steam, just direct spinning. Now, let's talk about the sun. Because solar is a special case. It's so special, in fact, It actually has a foot in both camps. First, you have the solar that is a member of the Spinny Things Club. It's called concentrated solar power, or solar thermal. This is basically a death ray for boiling water. It uses thousands of mirrors to focus sunlight onto one tiny spot on a giant tower, heating it up to insane temperatures. And what does it do with all that heat? It boils water! It's a fire and steam generator, but its fire is a 93 million mile away fusion reactor. It's 100% in the club. Then you have the rebel, the true weirdo, the one you probably have on your roof, photovoltaic solar panels. This is different. This is magic. There's no water, no steam, no turbines, no spinning. These panels use a special material that performs the photovoltaic effect. When sunlight, the actual photons, hits the panel, it literally knocks the electrons right off the atoms, forcing them to start flowing, and turns sunlight directly into electricity. So one type of solar uses the sun's heat to spin a turbine, and the other uses the sun's light to move electrons directly. One is in the club, the other is the cool outsider that breaks all the rules. So while they all look different, most of our power comes from the same core idea. Find a way, whether it's with water, wind, or steam from a whole buffet of heat sources, to spin a turbine, to spin a magnet, to generate electricity. If you stuck through the entire video, I want to give you beautiful nerds a big fat thank you for watching. And if you like this kind of content, well, I have more planned. And on that note, I'll see you on the next one.